So there's the whistle that signifies the start of the game. Brazil kicking off then through Raquel Cojan. Now that hasn't crossed the 10-meter line, so Russia will have the tap restart on the halfway line. Alongside me is former England 7s and 15 star Sue Sue. A big ask for this Brazilian team as Chris Neal rotates his squad.
Yeah, big ask, especially against Russia with Kudinova, Hamidova in the squad. Such experience they've got on the pitch.
Yeah, knock on there from the Russians. There's one of the most animatic coaches in world rugby, Pavel Baranovsky. We'll see some of his antics on the touchline, no doubt, once his players start to get into form. Here's scrum half Santini, who we mentioned at the head of the game. A little pocket rocket.
Yeah, she really is good at darting through the gaps, at that time harassed by Nadezhda Kudinova. Meaning that she turns the ball over and gives Russia an opportunity.
Nadezhda Kudinova, the scrum half, to keep the scrum up. Maria Prestayak cuts down that 10-yard line. She impressed in Atlanta, and then Frokova on that far outside. The Edna Frokova, the youngster, goes for the corner. What a start for the young Russian flyer.
Yes, Rakova, we've been impressed with her when we've seen her, haven't we? Ball in hand in the open spaces. 9 tries now in the series, but it's Prestayak first of all. Possibly a millimetre forward, that offload, but into the hands of Rakova. Finishes brilliantly, just gets clipped as she falls over the line, but that's good enough.
And this is the future for Russian rugby, the 19-year-old she's brought in. And the 2 points on offer for the conversion, not successful. It was Peristayak's original break that allowed the youngster, the tall, leggy flyer, to skip in at the corner. Little kiss and celebration there. Russia 5-0 up against Brazil. Kudinova takes the kick, and Hamidova is up, this tall, rangy forward. And Brazil just not getting a chance with the ball. Here she goes again. Well, did she jump through that tackle? Staya, she rotates back. Tackles made by Brazil's Bruno Lutufo. Here's Hamidova. Hamidova just breaks through. Tall, rangy, another one of these strapping Russian players. And that's Russia. 2 tries to the good already with just a couple of minutes played.
Hamidova, we've seen it so many times, 62 times in fact in her 7-series career. She is hard to tackle. She's big, she's strong, she has long levers. She gets the handoff out there, feints to pass, doesn't need to, and powers over the line. Hamidova really coming back into some form now for Russia.
Yeah, it was interesting. Fellow commentator Sude, Hugh Cahill ended up in the hotel gymnasium this morning, and the Russians were working out, having what they call their blowout session. I don't know if Hugh was doing that, however.
You can tell he certainly worked out.
Well, it's a credit to his fitness that he managed to get out of his bed. But it's interesting, isn't it, all the preparations of the team. These players are now performance athletes. As well, Russia, they've not qualified for the Olympic Games yet. They've got a chance in Dublin in June. And they'll be one of the strike players in that repechage, strike teams, I should say, in that repechage tournament. Potentially who will want to gain to get to Rio.
Yeah, they're probably the favourites of that repechage tournament. A few teams will have something to say about that, of course. Ireland, Spain, amongst them, who are here this weekend.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
So Tini will feed the scrum, but the ball's doesn't come out cleanly. Here she goes, taps and goes sharp. Ball in 2 hands, gets the handoff in up to the 10-yard line then. Sada with that distinctive scrum cap. She takes it on the set, tall forward. Russia attacking. Here's Kudinova. to the foil on the outside with Hamidova. Hamidova gets tracked down there. Lovely little inside pass though into Seredina. Seredina on the cutback. Kudanova then. It's all a little bit tight down that far side. If they can come open, they've got extra players over, but the interception's made there by Claudia Teles. Teles up to the 22-meter line. Santini has another little dart. Not tackled, so she can go on. Needs the support of her teammates though. Kokana got in there but lost the ball, and Midova. So look how Brazil are under so much pressure from this Russian team.
Advantage high.
They really are. Russia pushing up so hard to stop Brazil having any space at all.
Better play Harmalio on that far side.
High tackle.
Mariana Harmalio, I should say. Sounds like a great footballer. Well, she is. She's a rugby footballer, of course.
It's breathless, that passage of play, wasn't it? Russia desperately trying to get the last offload in to get over the try line. In the end, Brazil intercepted. Back and forth between the two teams. Such a strong runner, isn't she, Hamidova? There's a lovely offload that comes in here. Look at that, one-handed.
Yeah, but Raquel Kokan there, who got 2 tackles in there, got back on her feet, recycled herself. Oh, it's a poor throw in the line out, that squint, that's sloppy play there from Brazil.
Yeah, that wasn't even close to straight, was it? More like 45 degrees to the touch line. Hands the ball straight back to Russia.
Bind. You know, you need to bind, okay?
Well, there's the half-time hooter. I just don't know where the last 7 minutes has gone.
Bind.
But it's Russia in the lead by 10 points to 0. 2 tries.
Offside 4.
Offside for the Brazilian scrum half. Santina Kudanova then takes it up. Russia just held up in the tackle here. Good strength there by the Brazilians, because the Russians are a physical team. In the tackle, Maria Perstiak. Well, Brazil have turned it over, so can they finish the first half with a try? Round on that wide side, Teles gets well tackled by Russia. Santini then under pressure from Trokova. So Harmalio will set this attack up. Kohan recycles the possession. This is it, Julia Sarda now. Sarda comes back down this blind side now. There's players in support. All a little bit ponderous though for the Brazilians.
Yeah, and Sarda always had that ball in one hand, so the defence knew she was never going to pass it.
Oh, lovely overhead pass on that far side to Irina Bystrova. And it'll be Russia that finish off this first half with the 3rd try of the tie to put them into the lead by 15 points to 0.
And it was Nadezhda Kudanova with the vision. She looked outside, the ball comes to her here. The Brazilian defence has all got pulled in. She looked, saw Bystrova in a huge amount of space, passes the ball over the top, an easy finish in the end for Bystrova.
And an easy conversion for the captain, Kudanova. So, convincing opening half for Russia. Brazil with a lot to do. Half-time score then sees Russia in the lead by 17 points to 0.
Там сразу последний игрок перекрывает центр. И мы уже в крайне сыграем. С Францией сразу перекрыли центр. Ну чего проще? Разыграть и отдай, у нас уже преимущество в краю. Куда ты каждый раз выбрасываешь мяч просто так? Ну чего вы просто теперь кидать начали эти мячи? Просто на одном месте стоите, кидаете. Смотрите, если вы совершили подкидку, ваша задача перевести мяч в другой край. А вы в этом же месте опять начинаете в контакт идти лезть. Начните правильно играть. Ты все время входишь в контакт и не даешь, просто пробегаешь, что сдаешься. Нахрена такая игра нуждается, ты бежишь в контакт и не даешь. Разгоняйся, подойди между двух. Либо отдай пас, у нас края быстрые. Замена Малыгина вместо Дроковой.
game. They're going to kick it to you, play your structure, take some out of it. Win the contact, look for your cruisers, free the arms, use your fend. Come on, let's keep the ball. Pick it up with your defense skills, the defense.
Fazer mais cruzes e apoios. Vamos. 1, 2, 3. Brasil!
Well, the words there from Chris Neal, the Brazilian coach, trying to instill the confidence within his Brazilian team. They will play actually with the wind in their backs. Russia, with their captain Nidisa Kudanova, then kicking the ball off in this second half.
Hey, goal, Captain.
So the second half of this Pool A game between Russia kicking off to Brazil. Russia in the lead by 17 points to 0, and another mistake littering the Brazilians' effort.
You hear the slightly despairing words of Chris Neal at half-time. Come on, girls, let's get the ball. Dropping it off the kick-off, exactly what he didn't want. That's not getting the ball, that's handing it straight back to a potent Russian team.
So Russia on the attack, a little change at half-time. Sees Kikina into the fray. And another error from Russia, so it has been a little bit of a scrappy affair this match so far. Just a wee word on the surface here at West Hill Stadium, here at the city centre park in Langford. Just the plastic surface with the rubber crumb. You ever play on the plastic pitches, Sudi?
No, I'm a bit too old for that. Did not develop past red grab when I was playing.
I've got this in my back garden actually, it's quite good. Anyway, back to the action. And it'll be Russia, because a double knock-on happened there for Brazil. So there's Baizat Hamidova. Hamidova comes in with the action.
Coach.
Yeah, just the knock-on in contact.
Fine.
Too many errors from Brazil.
Set.
Stayak stands behind the scrum, so she gives the pass now out wide. Now what can happen, but the ball just becomes a little bit loose because it wasn't released by Daria Fivilova, and as a result Brazil now have a chance to get ball and attack. Fivilova though, she's mopped up her error. Stayak, oh, lovely little bit of footwork, great feet, that was a left step, and has she got the pace to go on the outside? Well tackled, wonderful lines of support though from Minilasova. Wonderful sevens try there, great support, started by Maria Perestak, finished off by Anna Minilasova.
Yeah, you said earlier it's been a scrappy game, but it has had moments of brilliance. Perestayak's footwork, first of all, that got her into space. The offload, second of all, into the hands of Mislamova. Lovely sevens try. Hats off to Perestyak.
I lost her actually. Where'd you go?
Well, some individual skill with great support as well. A good sevens try that from the Russian team. And this will give him the confidence on day one here in Langford.
They just have a tendency, this Russian team, to get quite flat when they keep their depth, when they run onto the ball at pace. That's when they're at their most dangerous.
Yeah, we mentioned, Sudi, that they won in Dubai, got off they got beaten in the final, I should say, in Dubai. They then sort of faltered a little bit in Sao Paulo, and even in Atlanta they just didn't quite get going, and yet they beat the likes of France and they got some great results, and they lost out to the USA in that plate final. They just don't quite piece it together despite all the promise.
They started the season brilliantly in Dubai. The power and the pace were phenomenal, but you're right, they just haven't hit those heights since.
Stein then got the ball out to Arina Bystrova. Bystrova up to the 22. Interception now by Brazil. What can they do here? Araujo up to the 22, and here's the first try for Brazil, and it was the interception and the length of the field run by Amanda Araujo, and the crowd appreciated that effort.
Brilliant from Araujo, brilliant. You're wondering, the offload comes, she's right there and she's going at a pace already. takes the ball out of the air, sprints her way past, and then you're just wondering, can she make it? How fast is the Russian defence? How fast is she? The answer is quite fast enough, thank you very much. What a finish from her.
Yeah, the conversion, however, wasn't finished by Kocha. Well, what a super try, and that might just yet give Brazil the confidence to attack this Russian team. So the kickoff from Raquel Kocha, made her debut in Dubai in December 2013. This is her 12th tournament. Oh, a great take there by Bystrova, but runs into the imposing figure of Juliana da Silva. It's a physical little game, this Rugby Sevens. Russia being held there. In the tackle by Mariana Ramalho. Ramalho, well, she made a nuisance of herself. Quick tap and go by Prasiak. Russia just getting caught with ball in hand there. Kukina with the switch ball. Prasiak once again takes on Santini, but she gets the tackle. All kicked through. But going back on the ball for Russia there is Kristina Seredina. And this is Vazak Hamidova. Hamidova, will she go up the touchline? Gets the inside support from Daria Lushina. And look at this, Russia opening up the ball. Well, there was a chance there, but it was a forward pass. So a missed opportunity for Russia. You called it, CD.
Yeah, they get a little bit too flat sometimes. You need to get your depth in order to then run onto the ball. If you're standing too flat as a support runner, it means the passes too easily can go forward, and that's exactly what happened there. Lovely piece of footballing skill from Hamidova back.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Such a linchpin for this team.
Yeah, there was a time when really she was a finisher and a finisher only for this team, but she's really developed her skills over the year, her passing skills, her offloading skills, her footballing skills all round.
Now Thais Baconi is off the bench, but the tap and show and go. Oh, this is lovely there. Great skill there for Mariana Nicolas da Silva into the corner. What a great try, and this will give Brazil real confidence now.
What a moment for her, for da Silva. Straight off the scrum, she just bamboozles the defence. First of all with her pace, then with the dummy switch ball, then her pace again that takes her over the line. What a moment for da Silva, what a moment for Brazil.
Well, she's making her debut here in Atlanta. What a way to start your debut with a try like that. Well, maybe Chris Neal is developing something here. He often talks about his youngsters and bringing them through. All looking good though for Russia though. They're in command here, 24 points to 10. This will be the last play of the game. The full-time hooter's gone. Kocha cutting back against the great ties. Baconi gets the ball at the back. Picked up and taken by Halim Skatrut. That's Kocha, and then the Russians flood the contact area, so Brazil just a quick tap and go by Kocha. Advantage being played because the Russians weren't back 10 metres. Kocha goes in at scrum half. Another penalty coming here, and you can't finish the game of Rugby Sevens on a penalty. So can Brazil get their third try? Ball being recycled at the back there. Nice, Baconi. That's the 5 metre line. They're 5 metres short of getting over. But holding on in the tackle. And Russia will attack from deep. Oh, just a little tap here. There's an opportunity to move the ball. Volkova, she took the ball into contact. Oh, Nice little switch pass. And here's the youngster again, Thrukova. Thrukova will go in for the her second try on the tie. It's a disappointment for Brazil, delight for Russia.
Really good finish from Thrukova. In the end, it was patience from Russia, recycling the ball over and over again. Miroslav over with the little switch ball that creates the space. Looking down on the pitch here, though, we can see the Brazilian team exhausted from all the defending that they've been doing.